Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God.
Happy Sunday. Uh, you know what? I just recorded this thing and I didn't record it. You didn't record. So I'm going to start over, which is good for you because it will be very short and sweet because I have to go somewhere. Okay. So lucky you that it didn't record. Welcome to my weekly recap. It is Sunday, May 25th. I messed up the date last week, so sorry. Welcome to the edition of Pink Hoodie Week. Last week I wore the lavender, and this week's glow is brought to you by my Skin Buddy Pink and Be Bright Serum with a couple drops of herbal skin solutions, Neroli and Nirvana. If you would like a beautiful makeup prep, these three, hands down, amazing. Uh, well, a little sweaty now. It's more than a glow. But my name is Gata. I am the owner and creator of My Skin Buddy. This is my weekly recap and assignment that I have from my new uh, confidence coach, Coco. I'll talk about that. Let's talk about this little thing before we start. Welcome, Georgie. Yeah, if you're following my stories, this cat, and I think I talked about it in the last recap last week. Georgie showed up in my life, and Georgie is a girl, but I know Georgie. You see yourself. Georgie is scared of every freaking sound. Let's not look at yourself because you're scared already. Um, and we're I'm not going to edit this, so don't embarrass me and scratch me. Okay? You see yourself? Do you see? Oh, hi, buddy. Don't scratch me and bite me on camera. Okay? Be nice. Act like you love me. Thank you. Uh, So Georgie is scared of every sound, every person. And as much as I'm flattered that she only loves me, which is a dream for every girl, that one person loves them unconditionally and thinks about nobody else. I am sad. I want her to love people and be normal, but she's young. So anyway, found out she's a girl. She's 4 months old, which is huge for 4 months, apparently. So the vet was like, she's gonna be a big cat. So apparently I have a panther. That's what I have. Because my cousin has a 7 month and it's like this little. That one's she's George just long. Okay, so the name behind Georgie. Let's talk about it. So if you're go to my Instagram, I'll put it in my handle, but I posted a video of Georgie's first day of entering my office, right? So just like coming in. And the first name that came to mind was George. I was like, come here, George. And the reason I love the name George is because it reminds me of my dad. So, fun story of my dad. My dad would call everyone George, like everyone George. Everyone's George, George, George. I don't know if it was like term of endearment, like, hey, buddy, uh, with a mix of I don't know who you are, I don't know your name, I don't remember it. And it was just his thing. And it was so funny because everyone's name was George. So, and I remember my brother's friend would come over and my dad would be like, George. And he'd be like, sir, my name is Nick. My dad was like, okay, George, come here. Come here, George. Uh, Georgie, stop moving my camera. Georgie's now curious. I know. She drinks a lot of water, but so that's why I said George. So, but then when I found out George was a girl, I was like, well, it's gonna stay Georgie now because I like that name, Georgie. So that's why the reason behind the name. And what else? So funny thing, if you follow my Instagram, the last cat was Pinky, right? Pinky was a tuxedo cat. I've never seen tuxedo cats in this area in my 20 plus years of living here. So when I gave Pinky away, this one showed up, another tuxedo cat, a mini version. It looks just like Pinky. And Pinky showed up as we thought she was a girl, and then turned out a month later it was a boy, and I kept his name Pinky. So kind of similarities here. And so also to tell you that, my friend's like, he's like, how's it feel to be a witch? And I was like, I know it's crazy. My other friend's like, dude, you just keep attracting these animals. Like, you're like Snow White. And I was like, I know it's weird. And I've had these weird senses since I was like a kid. I never talk about it because it sounds crazy when I talk about it. So I just keep it to myself so I don't sound like a whack job. Um, but so I'll tell you this, like the meaning behind a cat in like Arab and Muslim culture. So I'm Middle Eastern and Palestinian, if you didn't catch that in the last video. If that just triggered you, kindly keep it moving. If it didn't trigger you, continue with us. So yeah, so Arab Muslim culture, cats are supposed to ward off evil. So a devil can't enter your home if you have a cat. So when Pinky showed up, my mom's like, oh my God, maybe it's a blessing. So maybe God's trying to protect you from some evil. And I was like, oh, maybe. It's like, like I believe that. I do believe like there must be like some significance. So when I gave Pinky away and this one showed up right after, I was like, okay, I'm going to take it as a sign that God's really trying to protect me from something. And he's like, look, dummy, I'm going to need you to hold on to this for a second till we clear some things out. So I'm going to keep Georgie till I feel like it's time for her to go and she's normal and loving people again. All right. Oh my gosh, she hears like a beeping sound out there and she's freaking out. Like this is ants. I'm sorry, Georgie. We'll fix you. We'll fix you. Okay. So what else was I gonna say? So yeah. So cat. Oh yeah. So I was talking about like spidey senses and sixth sense as a kid. So when I was young, like this is clear. Like so, it was like probably like 6 or 7 years old, but we lived in Kuwait. We had like a terrace, like a yard, like 30 plus kids playing, no parents around. I remember there was like this one cat was just hanging out. Nobody plays with it, just hangs, chill. And I was just trying to be like this know-it-all kid and annoying. And I was like, this cat is pregnant and it's gonna have 4 babies tomorrow. Dude, this freaking cat had 4 babies the next day. And all the kids were like, oh my God, you're psychic. And I was like, I know. And in my head, I was like, oh my God, how did that happen? And things like that just happen in my life. And this weird feeling just comes. It's not always, but it just does. And then things just happen. And I feel them coming. So, anyway, okay, so that happened. My cousin surprised us last Saturday. So he came from Saudi. He's Palestinian. He's from my mom's side. He's my mom's sister's son. He's been freaking awesome, super sweet. He's really funny. I think my entire mom's side is funny and fun. And I think it's just our coping mechanism of being Palestinian. It's just in our blood. And so it's been really cool, like see our like my DNA and quirks and where it comes from and how we're all kind of similar, like in the family. And he reminds me of like bits of him from my uncle and his mom and my mom. So it's been cool. It's been really nice for him to hang out with my mom. I'll talk about my mom, what happened. So about 2 months ago, my mom had like a mini heart attack, a silent heart attack, not a mini one, a silent. And she thought she had the flu. And then she never goes to the doctor. Like my mom will like never go to the doctor. Like my friends are like, she's stubborn. I'm like, stubborn's not the word. Like my mom waits for the angel of death to show up. And then she's like, all right, I'm ready to go. So this, I don't know what made her. She's like, oh, I feel like tired. And I was like, Mom, just go to the ER, like urgent care, and get like a Z-Pack or something if you feel like you have the flu. So she went and then she called me and she said, they're gonna keep me. And I was like, why? She's like, they said I had like a mini heart attack. and they're going to run some tests. So they did that. They ran tests. And apparently, my mom has this rare disease called arteritis. And it's the inflammation of the arteries, which is a very rare disease that mostly Asian women get, not Palestinian women. Even the doctor said that. They were like, all right, so what do we do? So they put her on prednisone, they put her on metformin because prednisone jacks up and regulates your insulin. So do that. Doctor's orders were low fat, low sugar, rest, don't pick up anything over 5 pounds, don't move. Does she follow that? I'll let you guess. No. Prednisone makes you super duper hungry, like starving. And the signal in your brain that's like, we're full, doesn't come on for my mom, at least. So first couple days, I'm watching her. And again, reminder, low fat, low sugar, right? And she grabs just like a whole cake. That's it. Just a whole cake. And in the grocery bag, I see like a block of cheese. I don't eat, I eat cheese once in a while. It's not in my daily diet from Jenny, my nutritionist, fitness coach. Yeah, like a block of queso. Welcome to prednisone. So yeah, so she's eating that, cookies, and then to make it even more fun times with my mom, doctor was like, you know what, we're gonna monitor your insulin. So we're gonna put an insulin monitor on your patch, and it's gonna have an app. It's gonna give you alerts, and you can monitor that and keep you at bay. And this thing just freaking beeps all day, all day. So what would a normal person do if it says hi? They'd be like, let me chill. My mom's looking at it and she's like, let me just eat one more. We might as well. We're up here already. I'm like, dude, I'm on standby. Just let me know. Let me know what I need to do. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I can't do anything. I'm watching a child eat cookies all day. So I love you, Mom. In case you're watching this, you probably don't watch my stuff. She's probably got bored at minute 1. Trust me. And she's like, oh, I watched it. So it'll be a miracle if she got this far. What else? So yeah, so I'm grateful for my cousin for being here. He's keeping her company. He's while I'm working all week. And then I'm gonna wrap this up. So you're lucky again that the other video didn't record because I gotta go hang out with them. And then what else? So I submitted my Dermoscope ad. So that's what I had to do this week. So every month I submit a Dermoscope ad that's targeted to estheticians in their magazine. And then Dermoscope actually sent me an invitation to their 50th anniversary gala in Vegas in June 16th, 17th. So I need to make a decision this week. If I'm going, I did RSVP plus one. I need to make a decision.